one thing I want to start off with is that one thing we pride ourselves on here at the brand is having this diversity of culture, this dynamic between so many different athletes, right? Like Mac, you've been here from the beginning. You've seen all the different skaters and surfers and moto, and then you have fighters come in and out of here, you know, and it's only getting bigger and better. But the cool part is the dynamic between each other and the dynamic between the team. It's constantly like new relationships, new style, new chains. So it's like the evolution of life. It's meeting new people, and it's, you know, continuously evolving your style, like you're continuously evolving your mindset. So one thing I thought would be cool and why we wanted to host this very special podcast and have all you guys here is that we can kind of learn a little bit about each other, about each other's struggles, but not just the good and the bad, but also what it takes to be so dominant in your sport. So like I wanted to kick it off with Matt, obviously, you know, NBA G League MVP, 2023 and 2024 NBA Slam Dunk Contest winner, 2023, 2024 NBA G League leading scorer. I mean, bro, you're putting up phenomenal stats.
Oh, appreciate it, man. Yeah, no, it's been an interesting process, like just to fill you guys in with kind of my story a little bit. So I've kind of been mostly in the minor leagues. I've had a little time in the NBA and had some good games here. And obviously the dunk contest, winning that this year and last year kind of made some people familiar with me and my story. But yeah, no, it's just an ongoing grind. And, you know, when I get my chance, I'm definitely going to make the most of it.
Yeah.
And one thing, you know, Paul, when we were talking about Mac is like understanding the journey, like the ups and downs, right? You started with Nike, 20 years ago?
Yeah.
And this year you're dropping a new P-Rod shoe?
Beginning of next year, I'm dropping my first shoe again for the 20-year anniversary of my first shoe.
Wow.
And 20 years. Crazy.
That's a long time.
Still in the game.
Still in the game.
Yeah, so we're re-releasing my first shoe. So I'm really excited about that. It seems like people have been asking about it for a little while, and it just felt like the right time to celebrate it on the 20th anniversary. So we're still in the game. We're still here, so might as well.
When was the last shoe released?
That was 2021. That was the Paul.
A few years ago. Yeah, we have a few of those.
Yeah.
I bought one the day you came to shoot a campaign. I gave it to David in over here at Jackson. He was freaking out of them.
You're a very generous guy.
He wanted them. He was freaking out. People line up around the block. Every time this guy comes, we went to a LA convention center. I had 1,000 people chasing him around the city. I thought I was a security guard. And then Luke, to kind of give an update, you're fighting again, right?
I want to do this jiu-jitsu tournament, so I'm gonna compete with the 16 of the best guys. It's kind of to give relevancy to jiu-jitsu because the ADCC, which was like the Olympics for grappling, they've kind of watered it down so much. They're trying to like jack the money from the guys. So this is like, it's almost like a strike. Mm-hmm. And they're putting $1 million out for the top dogs and paying us all to get in this thing. So it's like 16 men invite only tournament, and my boy Craig Jones is putting it together, and he's making waves. You know, you got to shake up the game sometimes, and so I'm happy to be a part of it. Compete
and what
make $1 million, then I'll get back to maybe fight too.
Yeah. But it's $1 million to compete in the Craig Jones Invitational.
They're paying us like $10,001. I'll just jump in, but it's more about like it's like the prestige of just being into it and competing. It's kind of groundbreaking space and event, so it's cool to be able to do it. And the fucked up part is there's no second place. It's gonna be it's first or nothing. We're all getting our entry fees, but that final match, you make it to that final match, it's $1 million or nothing.
Wow.
There's two guys you can break my arm, rip my leg, like it's gonna get nasty.
Oh boy.
Is that the most you can win in an MMA or in a combat sport?
No.
Like as a grand prize. Not make.
I mean, in any form of grappling, there's nothing. There's never ever been $1 million on the line. So this is big for its space. Fighting, of course, people are making millions.
What's the most you ever won in a skate competition?
Skate competitions don't have big money, but I was able to
shoe
win.
Sponsors do.
Hey,
and both of you guys, fuck you.
Hey, wait, real quick, who are you with for shoes?
I'm with Puma.
You're with Puma.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Back in the day when Rob Dyrdek took over everything, he wanted to make the biggest prize ever, and it was for the Maloof Money Cup.
Oh yeah.
In 2008, that was $100,000. I won that one.
Oh, with the chalice, you had the cup.
Yeah. I had the big pimp cup. But now, then shortly after that, it was Street League, and if you won the Street League Super Crown, I think that was 200,000. But then to win just a normal Street League was 150,000. But now it's back down to like I think 30,000, 20,000.
What they put up for X Games?
I think it's like 25.
Damn.
Yeah, something like that. I don't think it's a lot. It's just hard. I don't know. I don't know the dynamics and the economics behind it and why. But I'm glad I was in the golden era. Like,
yeah.
What is it like? Even for basketball, like basketball, you don't win any money, right? When you guys win a championship, or do you?
Oh yeah, you definitely do with like playoff bonuses and like every level you go, the more money you get. Obviously, and then players have their own contracts, like where if they make it to the finals. Or if they make it to the first round of the playoffs, second round, like in their own contracts, they'll have bonuses as well.
But does the team like pay all the players every time you guys win, like a playoff or a finals or a championship?
I think that comes from the NBA. So it'd be like NBA bonuses.
No way.
Yeah, and then I think for the like I was saying, individual players, like they'll have in their individual contract, like if we make it to the the East Conference Finals, the West Conference, or they'll get a payday as well.
Do they pay you to be in the slam dunk contest?
So you get paid off of, if you win, you get 100,000. But if you really get paid off the endorsement as soon as if you decide to do it. So it's like there's only 4 guys in it. So a lot of the big brands will like push a lot of things, a lot of commercials, a lot of things over that weekend, All-Star weekend, and that's where the guys will make most of their money.
Yeah, that's crazy because I'm assuming that during the All-Star weekend, the most like iconic event is the slam dunk contest.
It's my favorite personally. Yeah, that's always that's what I love
it's the
watching.
most talked about though.
Yeah.
Like as a guy on the outside, it seems like that's the one I mostly hear about.
Mm-hmm, sure.
Yeah, for sure.
No one cares about the 3-point shooting. Hey,
it's a little.
They
crazy.
care about the baby faces, the white boy assassin coming in and shaking up the whole game. It's like it's something that you've done. It's special. Obviously, you got style and you bring it to the table, and then they bring you back in to do it. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean,
how
thank
you
you,
can
man.
spin it from here.